Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. They'll take the return and try to get some better field position. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Michigan Wolverines offense comes on the field first today. Serious repercussions, Kirk, from the last meeting where the Wolverines won in a rout.
Chris, that was a game where Michigan did everything right. Their offense was really clicking. It got Ohio State's attention. You and I were over at the facility yesterday, and everybody's talking about the last time, what happened in that game, and how they want payback today.
They'll hand it off. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Moves out of the pocket. Breaks free. He's in the clear. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Breaks an open space. Makes the defender miss. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass. So instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
First down keeper to the left. And the defense snuffs out that play. Probably should have just handed it off.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read. Then they corral him for a loss. You can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
He hands it off from the gun. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down mark. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late.
Look at the end zone, has a lane, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week, but let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much. found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do, not try to live up to the hype, just put together another solid performance. Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. The Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the ball is away from inside the 10. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The ball is caught. They convert on 3rd down and move the football to the 25.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Give it to the back again. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball.
It's a fumble behind the line. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
What a job by this defense. Backed inside their own 5-yard line. Never say die attitude. They end up getting a turnover. Not only do they not give up points, but they get the ball back to their offense.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. He just came flying in to lay the lumber immediately.
What a great job of timing up the blitz here by the backer. I don't know how this running back held on to the football because as soon as he got his hands on it, he got hit hard.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They got into close territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down, but not before gaining 1st down yardage to the 22.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And the runner takes off to his right. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the 1st down.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking right. This one caught. Touchdown, Wolverines. Great connection there for 6 points.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it, and they come up with that touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Running out of time in the pocket. He escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40. Will avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, this is the risk of playing man-to-man coverage for the defense. You got to spy the quarterback to prevent him from picking up big yards like this. Good decision by the quarterback, and a good job of using those legs.
Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the pass is dropped. It would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. It's third down for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. And they get the completion. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. What a kick. It's good from 57.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Wolverines offense is back on the field. And their first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. They're going to run it here. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the move now. Has the first, still on the move. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He'll lose a few yardage. That's going to be the final play of the first. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. He breaks free. He's past the marker and still going. He stopped him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Ford. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
A quick throw out left, complete. Oh, he didn't get there. The defense makes a stop against this excellent third down offense. Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. Looking for a man. Grabbed by the receiver. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32. This will be the 9th play on the drive.
Oh, my gosh, the defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the first down. They've got to rally to the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up a first down.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a first down.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to 4th down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that first down.
And the Wolverines looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and
Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed over the years. Guys in my era would tell you it was a game that was the most heated but the most respected because of the way you were recruited by both schools. There was the Woody, there was the Bo influence on the rivalry. But I think in the new social media era, I think it's more about hatred for the two schools. From both sides, it's just a different feel. We'll feel that today when these teams go at it.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Just flings it out of bounds and pass rush closing in. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Catch made on the left side, an explosive play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough. First down. Hold up a second. The coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Looking to throw yet again. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Boy, when you're trailing like this early in a game, it makes it very easy on the defense. All they're going to do is have a straight line at the quarterback, knowing he's back there trying to throw the football, trying to play catch-up. It's not going to be the last time we're going to see this quarterback on his back.
Makes a quick grab. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They make the tackle, but nice gain. Sets him up first down at the 14. The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Keeps it running right. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Second down, looking to throw it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A much-needed score for trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight and try to get themselves back into this game.
They make the extra point, but trail 21-10. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Off the play fake on first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 21. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. The receiver grabs it. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurrying to throw that time. The Wolverines will bring their punt team on the field now. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team gets the return to the ground. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And this pass is caught. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops the throw. Catch made on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. He connected with his first attempt. This one is from 37 yards out. And that one's straight down the middle.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. First down, looking to throw the football. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll look to throw it here on second down. The pass rush closing in. And they'll bring him down. The defense punctuating the second quarter with a big play. The Wolverines will kick it deep and begin the second half. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, trying to make up this deficit. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. Gabe moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. It's a quarterback keeper. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8. The coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Boy, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line played just like that.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Trout again in the pocket.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And that sets up a return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside, finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop the ball.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, you really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And will be smothered right at the line for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
They get the third down conversion. First down now from the 37.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
They've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters.
Has a path to the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Wolverines. Still no answer for this offense. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance. Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
Pressure is coming. A deep shot to the left side. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man steps out at the 28. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. And off the deflection, it's caught. It's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. That puts him over 150 yards today. Kirk, we knew he was going to be a focus coming in, but he has backed up the hype and then some.
Yeah, he sure has, Chris. I mean, all year long, he's been a dynamic playmaker. I'd argue one of the top in the entire country. And now, in a rivalry game, to be able to do this, boy, it says a lot about him.
And the Wolverines pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The pocket breaking down. No fear shown by the freshman quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. Ball handed off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area.
It's a fumble. The defense scoops it up. They get him down, but the recovery and the return could be a game-changing moment. Hold on a second. There's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. Defense is coming after him. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a 4th down play.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot.
Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Michigan. And strike up the Michigan band again as the Wolverines, Kirk, are beginning to build a lead, pull away here.
Well, I don't think the biggest Michigan fan in the country could have ever expected this kind of performance by the Wolverines. Everything that they have done has worked, and right now they have a nice, comfortable lead.
See if they can convert the point after. And the PAT makes it a 15-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the defense finally will get him down, and that sack will end the 3rd period. And as we take a break to flip into the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. They begin the quarter with a crucial play, often setting up for this 3rd down. And the wideout goes in motion. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Nicely grabbed with plenty of room to run. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country.
Looking deep down the left side. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Receiver in motion now. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football. They keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Nearly intercepted in the end zone. Couldn't quite hang on. Does set up 4th down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense is still clicking. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The Wolverines' offense is on the move now.
And that's going to be a 1st down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show and a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on a football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
And the Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. He finds some space. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. You make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a first down at the 21. The Wolverines have 1st and 10 here.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder with under 3 minutes to go in this game.
Brings her in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. This offense cannot be stopped.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. The ball is loose. Scooped up with the defense.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Finding away with their running game.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
Hand off with a single back. The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Oh, that's exactly what you don't want to do as a running back here in the 4th quarter. Working with the lead, it's all about eating up that clock and keeping the ball on the ground, which they tried to do. But now he stops the clock by going out of bounds.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Michigan. They continue to roll up the score. Kirk, you don't have to be that creative, do you? The running back simply cannot be stopped. It's another touchdown for him.
Chris, he's scoring all these touchdowns, but it's really as much about the offensive line as it is anything. How about the holes that he's running through right now to give him a chance to get out into space to show you what he can do as a back? But he'll be the first one to tell you, I'm sure, after the game, the job this offensive line did.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? Bring the pressure, and down he goes.
I'll tell you what, Chris, I didn't expect this. This quarterback is outstanding, but they have pressured him all game long, and they got to him again.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Now here we are in the 4th quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense and give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back and...
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking deep down the right side. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Here's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. is handed off out of the shotgun. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. And the quarterback keeps it here. They stop him behind the line. That'll set up fourth down now. So a field goal attempt coming up now. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. QB keeps it going left. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Try and muscle for the first down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game to get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drop.
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The offense able to fall on the football, lucky to maintain possession there. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. That sack makes it second down and forever. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme.
A deep shot to the left side. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
A matchup of two powerful teams this late in the year. We thought it kind of had a playoff preview feel to it, and the higher-ranked team has taken care of business. They're going to emerge, looks like, with a huge W going forward.
I think the thing that really stood out in this football game is that higher-ranked team dealing with the pressure and the expectations. They handled business. Really good football game. Both these teams will benefit from playing this game late in the year. But now comes the pressure. Higher-ranked team wins this game. Now the expectations every single week will be high. They'll have to continue to play with